We talked about the legs being in charge. They absolutely are. And these next few drills will put our legs in a position that they're not comfortable with. I want them to be uncomfortable. I want your legs to feel what it's like to be off balance so that they can get back in balance. So with that in mind, this is called the cone drill. Below me are two cones. On the far side of the pool, there's another two cones. They're probably about 1.5 feet apart. What I'm going to have my goalies do here is they're going to have their hands out of the water, so we can't use them, and they are going to cock their legs towards the direction they want to go. And they're going to take a step with that lead leg leading with the lower body. Okay? Once they get their chest centered on the opposite cone, then they're going to head back and forth. So they're basically going to bounce back and forth between the cones. Okay? Again, we're always going to be leading with the lower body and not the upper body. Okay? Really, really important here. Now, I talked about being uncomfortable. I want you to make a big move. I want this leg to get way out to the side and to have you kind of try to pull as much as you can from that inner thigh. It's going to feel weird. I guarantee it. But let's get into the habit of being able to take big steps and being able to recover. All right? Really, really important in terms of getting us mobility, flexibility, and getting us into the habit of getting a good step towards that nice lunge. The other part of our cone drill is hands in. So you get to have a side-by-side comparison of what it feels like to have hands in and hands out. Obviously a lot easier with the hands in to help support and move. But we're going to start with hands out right now, and then we'll have our goalies do hands in. You get to see now what it's like with the hands helping out. So we do want to do both hands in and hands out on this so we have a good perspective on what our legs are doing. So Will is going to center his chest on one cone and make a big step to get the center of his chest on the opposite cone. That's on the far side of the pool there. Leading with the lower body with that lead leg. And looks pretty good. Go ahead and really, really extend here, Will. Be uncomfortable, okay? Yeah, trying to pull that inner thigh and use that inner thigh to get a good pull. Looks pretty good. All right, let's have you turn around, and we're going to get a different angle here, coming back. Shifts that lower body towards the direction he wants to go. Gets that leg out even farther and gets a good pull. This is going to feel awkward. Do not worry about that. All right, good. We're going to take a look at John doing the same thing. We're going to have hands out here doing cone drill. So hands out of the water, stepping back and forth. Good. Be adventuresome here, John. Lead with that lower leg. Good pull. Very good pull there. So getting that chest back and forth, about a foot back and forth. Get it centered on each cone. Very nice pull. So he's getting a sense of what that leg is doing. It gets out to the side. And how am I pulling? How am I creating the most power? All right, let's turn around, John, and head on back. Good. We want to try not to egg beat her back and forth to the cones, okay? We really want to get one big pull to get us side to side. We're going to go with hands in now, and you're going to be able to see how much more you can go with your hands. But again, this is a focus on the legs. So still, really get a good pull with that bottom leg, okay? And we can bounce back and forth fairly quickly here. Now you can see Will is getting that leg out really wide and pulling. We're getting a good step back and forth. Now this is what we want to be doing on any kind of big cross pass, where we really have to turn and face and step to the next shooter. It also is something that we want to do as the ball's coming towards us on a lunge, where we're stepping with that lead leg, getting some good lateral movement here. All right, really important. We're working on flexibility, mobility, all important things. Very nice. Good job, Will.